You have the Emperor and the Empress, right? That's a divine masculine, divine feminine. That's a couple, right? So there's love here. You just have to trust your intuition, right? You have the 10 of Cups, which is happiness. You have the Two of Cups, which is a partnership. So love is coming through. There's just some work that's needed to be done here. You have to trust yourself. Okay. Hello and welcome to your weekly love focus. Okay. The moon, right? The new moon. What did you get from that new moon? What intentions did you set, right? That was a new moon in Taurus, which was a big energy for setting intentions. Those intentions that you set are part of building your security and your stability. This is the first members only extended reading, so please become a member so that you can see the extended version of this reading. We have Pluto that just went retrograde. It's still in Aquarius, but it's retrograde, right? So those transformations, that shift that's going on, there's some more reevaluation. So you've been working on it for a while now, right? Pluto went into Aquarius several months ago. So this transformation has been coming. You've been working on it for a really, really long time. So now it's like a reevaluation, right? You're shoring things up, right? You're making those final decisions. We also have Venus sextiling Pluto. So what is important to you, right? This love reading. What is important to you about love? What do you love? How do you love? What do you value? What brings you joy? This could be about you. This could be about a partnership, right? It could be even a romantic partnership. You want to hear something funny? I just did a whole reading and found out I wasn't even recording. So I guess that reading was for me. And then we also have Mercury sextiling Jupiter, and that's about your thoughts and your ideas harmonizing and being balanced with expansion and luck. Okay. So, what guidance do you have for the collective for love this week? Spirit, Psychic, 48, 12, which is a 3, which is the divine feminine, right? The Empress. So, your spiritual abilities, are you allowing those to come in? Are you trusting them, right? Are you asking for help? Are you being open to what's coming in, right? That's the divine feminine energy, receiving, being open. And then you have past life, number 14, which is a 5. So what things from your past are you using, those lessons learned? What are you bringing forward with this change that's happening, this reevaluation that's going on? And then you have transmute, which is a number 44, right? The master number of achievement. So what are you doing to move forward with this transformation, right? Transmute. This is achievement, right? This is taking all those lessons learned and moving forward. So, God, that reading that I did was really good. I'm sorry that I didn't record it. Okay, let's get clarification. And actually, that reading was about boundaries, setting boundaries, trusting your intuition, knowing that you have all the tools, giving yourself grace, and knowing that you will get to that point you want to. You're working hard, but there might be a little bit of work that you still need to do. Okay, let's get clarification on this psychic card, please, Spirit. Okay, no jumpers. 5 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, so walking away, right? Trusting your intuition to walk away from what no longer serves you, right? You want to get to that achievement, but there's lessons learned that you need to take into account so that you can move forward. I feel like we're getting a lot of the same messages, and I think it's just because this is some major energy that's going on. On May 24th at like 11:30 p.m. So depending on where you are, May 24th, 25th is Saturn is going to be conjunct with Neptune, and it's during a balsamic phase of the moon, and it's the last time that Saturn was conjunct with Neptune during that same time was in November of 1989. So um, that was when the wall in Berlin fell. And I was in the military, and I had a lot to do with, because of my job, I had a lot to do with the Cold War. So that was a major shift, right? So we're in that major shift again. So it's going to take a lot of work to get here again. And I'm going to be doing a astrological update on that. I'm going to do probably a big reading with the zodiac signs, because that's major energy. But I feel like this is building up to this, right? You have that full moon coming up on the 12th. And here we have the moon right here, right? So we're working towards this, right? And full moons are about releasing things. So with the Hierophant, yes, it's about beliefs and traditions, right? But it's also, he has 3 tiers on his hat, 3 tiers on his staff, and then there's 3 people there, right? So that's about different levels. You have the novice, the intermediate, and the mastery. So what level are you with all this work that you've been doing, with this transformation that you're working on, with the lessons learned, right? With your psychic abilities, are you taking time for yourself to master that intuition that you have, to master um, maybe you feel things, right? Or maybe you hear things. Everybody has psychic abilities, right? Sometimes we just don't tune into them, or we feel like we don't have them, so we don't pay attention. But we all have them. So what level are you? And yes, we always think that we have to go. I'm a Virgo moon, so I think I have to go in a methodical way, but that's not true, right? Sometimes it's like we're working on something, and all of a sudden, bing, right? The light comes on and we know what we're doing. All right, let's get clarification on this past life. All right, I'm just checking to make sure I'm recording. Ooh, PTSD. All right, Spirit, what guidance do you have on this past life card, please? Okay. We have the 5 of Cups and Judgment. Okay, so making sure that we're not regretting, right? That we're not focusing on what we don't have anymore, but we're focusing on what we're working on, what we're building. Sorry, my eye itches. And knowing that this is a crossroads, this is a transformation, this is a change, right? You have, I just noticed with the pyramid, right? We're moving up, you're moving to higher ground, and to that full moon, to that illumination, to that light, to that achievement that you're going to be receiving. Okay. So this love reading, right now, it seems like it's about you. You're preparing yourself for this new love. Okay, so we're taking that. So we have the King of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So the King of Swords is very decisive, very discerning, right? Very, I just heard proud, but very strong, confident. And the 4 of Pentacles is about aligning your head and your heart. The High Priestess, she knows, right? She's not going to give you that information. You have to ask her, right? It's like you kind of have to work for it. But she will give you everything that you ask for, but you have to ask. And she has unlimited potential. So yes, I feel this right now, this portion of the reading is about you. It's about what you're working on for yourself, realizing that you have to walk away from what no longer serves you. You have to focus on what you're working on in this transformation. And then you need to align your head and your heart. Know that you have unlimited potential. Feel confident in yourself. And then you can move forward with that love. Okay? That achievement, that master number 44. Okay? And on the bottom, we have the Fool, because this is a new journey. You're on a new journey right now. So, like the Hierophant, like the novice, intermediate, and mastery, right? You're working on these different levels in order to have a fulfilling relationship fulfilling, meaning that it brings you that joy and that happiness and value with your Venus, and that re-evaluation of Pluto in the transformation. You have to work at these levels, right? You work on yourself, then you not verify and certify. You tweak what it is that you need with those lessons learned from your past lives, and then you move forward in that happiness. Okay, let's get some clarification on this Hierophant, please, Spirit. Page of Cups, the Hierophant again, and the Nine of Cups. I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups. So there's a message of love in this that's going to lead to abundance. And you have the Two of Cups, which is the partnership. See them holding hands, and the Two Cups. Wow, my tongue was not working. You need to trust that you're in the right place, right? Those three levels. You might not be feeling that you're as far along as you should be, but you're exactly where you need to be. Trust Spirit. Trust that Spirit knows what they're doing. If you feel you need to move forward, then maybe go a different angle. But don't be impulsive, right? We have this energy that is going to be coming up with Saturn and Neptune. Neptune is very dreamy, so be cautious with that, right? Don't be too impatient, right? Take your time. Align your head and your heart, right? Let's get clarification. In fact, let's get clarification on that Four of Pentacles. In the extended reading, I'm going to clarify this Two of Cups and this new journey, because I'm feeling that has something to do with a relationship. So you have the King of Wands, the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So you are the King of Cups knows exactly how he wants to love, right? So you know how you want to love, and you want to build. You're taking these lessons learned and you're securing, right? You're shoring up your foundation for that new love, that new journey that's coming through, right? The Two of Cups and the Fool. And the Four of Cups is about, she's sitting here and she's like looking off. She looks disappointed, but it's kind of like she's dreaming. She's like, okay, what do I want next? But because you've worked hard, right? And she's completed these things, and she has this big cup that's got these dreamy lights that are coming out, just like the Two of Cups, right? So you have these two cups that make one. That's what I just heard. So trust your intuition. Trust those lessons learned so that you can move forward to that transformation, to that crossroads right here. We're going to get in the extended, we're going to go into the clarifying the Two of Cups. We're going to clarify this new journey. We're going to clarify the aligning your head and your heart, and this Five of Pentacles, and we're going to go into the blocks, what you don't see coming, all that. Okay. So in order to see the extended, you need to become a member, and I hope to see you over there. Okay. Thank you.